guys, welcome back to our channel. So I am Edith and
Ricardo.
Right now we're on our way to go get Wingstop. So obviously I like said for like a couple of other videos that I was keto and stuff, and you can eat wings but not like boneless wings. But I'm gonna like cheat a little bit today because it's just really hard filming all of these videos and
Gingerbread house,
like the gingerbread house and stuff like that. Yeah, the cookies, like. And I just have to like at least give it like a small bite or something, because it's just like, what's the point of making the video if you're not going to be even engaging? You know what I mean? It's only going to be like that for like the next couple of videos and stuff like that. Other than like what I show on camera, I am 100% being true to myself. No. When did I eat something bad?
Cap. You ate some of my In-N-Out burger.
It was like this.
And some fries.
Okay, but
and
like,
I bet you're gonna get some fries right now.
It was for the. No, I didn't buy any fries.
Why didn't you get fries? I want a fries.
Because if you get the fries, then I want them. That's the point. Like, if they're there, I want them.
Don't look at them.
I didn't get any fries right now.
Did you get ranch?
I got ranch. Oh, and also if I look like the same as in like the cookies video, it's because we're literally baking the cookies right now, and we just came to get Wingstop, so I still like I'm in the same outfit, like we're filming on the same day. But yeah, like what I was saying was that it's just really hard to like make these videos and like not be engaged, and it's just really hard to like resist temptations as well. We're gonna be talking about story time. It's gonna be a juicy one today, so keep on watching. All right, so we're home now and we're gonna be eating the wings. Can you scroll over, please? Wait, don't start eating yet. You're gonna have to start talking about the story first.
You start. Okay, you say background and then I'll start.
A little more in depth, okay? Yeah. So, basically, Ricardo and I started talking, well, we met in 7th grade, like, because we had a class together in 7th grade, but we didn't actually, like, start texting on the phone until the end of 7th grade, like, during the summer of 7th grade. So, when we started texting in 7th grade, we, like, texted each other, but in 8th grade, we didn't have any classes together, so we didn't really, like, talk to each other in person. During like the last month of 8th grade, we kind of started like talking a lot more, because before that we'd been like talking kind of on and offish, like he would get girlfriends or he would stop talking to me and stuff like that. But like the last like month, I think, or a month and a half before our graduation trip for 8th grade, we kind of like were talking a lot. And at one point we had a beach trip that all of the students that are like a 3.5 GPA and above were invited to it. And I remember Ricardo had gotten a 3.5 GPA, and I was like, oh my god, like we're gonna be able to hang out, like are you going? Like I texted him and he was like, oh yeah, like I can turn the permission slip and stuff like that. And like a day before I texted him, I was like, oh, have you turned in the permission slip? And he's like, oh no, I haven't, I'm gonna turn it in tomorrow. And he never turned it in.
You were pissed.
I was really mad. I didn't tell you I was mad.
Well, yeah, you kind of were, because you really didn't text me that whole ass day.
I don't know. I was really mad because I was like, literally, this was like the first time we were going to be able to hang out, and he didn't do the effort to turn in the freaking permission slip in.
Well, so then I kind of didn't really want to go either. Yeah,
you didn't want. That's the reason why I was mad, because you were like kind of leading me on. We're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go, and then you actually were like, never mind, I don't want to go. But it was because Ricardo didn't know anybody that was going on the beach trip. All of his friends weren't invited to it, so he didn't want to go because he felt awkward going with my friends. That he didn't know my friends at the time. So we so he was like, oh, like we'll meet together for the Knott's trip. So then I was like, okay. The day comes or whatever, and like literally the day before, I remember I was kind of like the one that had to initiate everything, like, oh, like where are we gonna meet or and things like that. And then he was, I think he said like at the friend of Knott's or something like that. Okay, and then this is when it starts. Like we left on the bus, and your perspective now.
I think you guys have gotten there first before we have, because you're already in the park before I got in.
I don't remember.
So when I walked in, I had texted like, where is she? And she was already kind of like already in towards the amusement park. So I texted her like, okay, let's meet here. And I was with my friends, we're all like, alright, let's just play like a little joke.
I remember, well, this is what I remember. Sorry, hold on. But it's because what I remember is that when we got there, he didn't text me at all. I remember we got there, like you had told me we were gonna meet in the front, and I looked for you and you weren't there, and I was like, what the heck? So my friends were just kind of like, let's go. So we left, and then I was like, okay, he's gonna text me. Okay, he's gonna text me. And I don't know if you guys have seen other videos, but in another video I mentioned how Ricardo was playing games with me all of 8th grade year. That day I was just honestly kind of like, he's gonna do the same thing again. He's gonna leave me on, tell me he's gonna be with me, and at the end of the day he's not gonna be with me. So we left. Like, we just kept walking. And I think at one point, I guess I was upset or something, and my friends were kind of like, oh, weren't you gonna like hang out with Ricardo? And then I was like, oh yeah, but like I don't know where he's at. And they were like, well, text him. And I remember I texted you, were like, oh, are we gonna meet up? And then you were like, oh yeah, like meet me at the water ride, whatever it's called.
No, that's Jaguar.
No, it was the water ride.
Oh, okay, the water ride.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Splash? No, it's not Splash Mountain. It's Disneyland.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
The one where it's like, if you guys know, not very far.
Just straight down.
It's like a wheel and it's like water and you guys go down. Yeah, that one. He told me to meet me that one. Keep in mind, you guys, this ride is like on this side of the park. And then we were at Jaguar. We were on this side of the park, like on complete opposite ends of the park. Okay, go.
Okay. So when I had told her that because we were actually there. So when I had texted her that we were there, I had texted her, all right, you guys come here. And when I had texted her that, me and my friends were all like, let's just like mess around with them and let's go to Jaguar. So while they were coming one way, we were going around so basically we did a circle. We went to Jaguar and they went to the water ride. So then I think we got on the ride once because it was empty. So we got on the ride once before they had gotten there. And then as soon as I got out, she texted me, she's like, where are you? And then I texted her, oh, we're at Jaguar. So then at that point it was all fun and games, we were all laughing. So I guess she's like, okay then, we're going. You said, okay, we're going, like don't leave or anything?
Well, yeah. I said don't stay there.
So,
I said stay there, don't get on the ride, wait for me.
Yeah. So then I guess she was taking a while. And then we went on.
I wonder why.
And then I had gone on it again, and that's when you see me coming out again, no? Alright, now you go with your part right now.
Okay, so what I remember happened was that I got to the water ride, and then he wasn't there. And I was like, what the heck? Like, where is he? And then my friends kind of already didn't have like a good impression of Ricardo because like I had been crying like before that, like a couple of times before that about things that he had done. And so obviously they were trying to be like supportive because they knew I really liked him, but also like they were kind of tired of his shit as well. So we get there and he's not there. So they were kind of like, oh my god, like he's doing the same thing to you again. And so that was like my final straw, you guys. Like I was kind of like, I'm over it. Like I'm done with this shit. I'm leaving. So I was like, you know what? Let's just get on the ride. He can stay at Jaguar if he wants. Like, F it. And then we were in the line, and I was just honestly like, okay, it's over. Like I'm done trying. Like it's completely over. And then I don't remember who it was. If it was Becca or if it was like Jason. I don't know. It was one of my friends. They were like, I guess they noticed that I was like upset that like he had done that, and they were like, you know what? Let's just go to Jaguar. Like let's go. So I was like, are you guys sure? And then they were like, yeah, let's go. So we walked all the way over there. And then I had told them, like, stay outside. Like, don't go in the ride. And I get there and he's not there. And I was like, like, what the heck? You're doing, are you back at the water right now? So we were like, okay, let's just get on the ride. And we get there and we see him. And he's on, like, the little, like, ride already. And the ride is, like, leaving. And I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh, okay, now I remember.
And then you were leaving. And then I was like, what the heck? So he left on the ride and there wasn't a lot of people, so we went right after. We went on the other ride. And I remember when I was on the ride, we were riding on it, and because Jaguar doesn't go that fast, I look down and I see him and his little group of friends walking out of Jaguar. And I see them like walking away. And then Rebecca, she was like, oh my god, they're right there, look. And I was so mad, babe. Like I was like the whole ride, I was like this, the whole, like I was doing like, woo. I was like, and he's like, oh look, they're right there. And I was like, I don't care. Like I don't care. I was literally saying that the whole time. I don't care. I don't care. I was so mad, babe. You have no idea. I was so mad.
That's how mad you are still right now.
Yeah, I was so freaking mad. And then we get off the ride, and then I didn't see where they were at. But Rebecca was just kind of like oh, like, where are they? Where are they? And I was like, I don't care. And I just kept walking. And then all of a sudden, I see that they're like, he's right there. He's right there. Like, I guess he was coming from behind me. And I was like, I don't care. And then he gets there and he's like walking next to me. And I didn't even acknowledge that you were there. Do you remember that?
You just kept walking.
I just kept walking. I didn't even acknowledge that you were there. And I don't even remember how como se me quitó el coraje. But like, I just remember I like kind of eased into talking to you. And then that's when our date started. So all of these complications were before the date started. But what happened after was like, good. Okay, so say your perspective after we got off the ride.
When we had got off the ride, we had hid like because there's a carnival game, so we hid behind like a little pole, and then we had seen you. I think I don't remember who it was that said it too, but they said that they had seen you guys come out, and you guys were just walking away. So it was not like just go, like.
Yeah,
they were already fed up too.
I
like
just walked away.
They're just like just go already. Just like we'll go somewhere else. So then when I seen you walking away, and I went next and you kept walking, I'm like, damn, she mad, man.
I was so mad.
She mad. So then, how you said, I remember how like you started talking to me. What other ride did we go on? We went on the log ride. I remember we went on the log ride.
Yeah, I think straight after that we went on to the log ride, and then right in front of there was Slurpees, and then you bought a Slurpee for like Jason, and then Jason, Rebecca, and then one me and you.
After that, like we got a Slurpee, we kept walking, and I think eventually they split, and it was just us two. Or we were on a ride, and then I don't remember, but we ended up being together, like just us two.
Yeah, like we got on the log ride, and then we went on another ride. I think like it was a smaller ride.
It was a little train one, the mining one.
I really don't remember.
This was like 4 years ago. Like
yeah, I feel like I remember a lot of details that you don't remember.
And
but
then I know a lot of details that you don't remember. No,
okay.
Just
I don't know, but I don't remember going on that ride. But I do remember that we went like on 2 or 3 rides after the whole incident of Jaguar happened, and then we went on Silver Bullet. And Silver Bullet was, I think the only like each row is only for 4 people. So yeah, so it was me, Rebecca, Jason. Jason, and Adriana. So it was all 4 of us. If Ricardo would have like wanted to get on, he would have had to go on the next row by himself. But I think the row that they were getting on was like literally the last row, so there was no more rows. Something like that happened. But they were basically like, it's okay, stay with him behind, we'll go and then just come in the next ride. And I was like, alright, it's fine. And so then I get on in the next ride, we have fun, and we get off, and they literally disappeared. I was honestly so concerned because when I thought about hanging out with Ricardo, I honestly never thought about hanging out alone with him. I always thought, oh, like he'll be with my group of friends, we'll have fun all together and stuff like that. I never planned to be by myself with him. So then when they left, I was honestly scared. I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? What am I going to do now? What am I going to do now? Like, now we're alone.
It was kind of awkward for a little bit.
It was awkward for a little bit. And then, what did we do after that?
We were just walking and talking, and we just played like little games here and there. The first thing I've ever bought in here, I don't know if you still have it.
I thought you reached somewhere.
But we had gone to a gift store, like a little gift store. And I told her like, what kind, because I was just looking, and then we ended up looking at necklaces and bracelets and all that. And I told her, what do you like that I could get to my grandma? Like something that you really like. And then she was looking, she chose one, and I buy it. As soon as I buy it, I told her it was for her. So basically, I tricked her into choosing one for my grandma.
Because Ricardo, like the whole time, he was like, what do you want? What do you want? Like he wanted to buy something, and the whole time I was like no, like I have money, like I don't need you to be buying me something. Like it's okay, it's okay. He wanted to buy me something. He was like so adamant about buying me something. So when we were in the gift shop, he was like, oh, like help me find something for my grandma. And I was like, okay, whatever. And like I just picked out like the first thing I saw, honestly. Like I was like, oh, like this looks nice. It was a little moon, it was pink, it was really nice. And so then he's like, okay, he bought it, and then he gave it to me, and he's like, oh, it's yours. And I was like, I wouldn't have let him buy it if he told me it was for me, right? And so then after that, we went on that one ride that goes up.
Oh, that spins slowly.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called. But we'd have gotten there, and we were just talking, just sitting next to each other.
Do we still have those pictures?
I honestly don't even remember. Like that whole time it was like good, and then like I guess at that moment it clicked, and like I don't know, I just felt something that I haven't felt before when we're on that ride, because it was literally like it was almost just us two there. Like there's not a lot of people.
The ride was empty. Yeah, we were like, cause it like the seats are like all around.
And we went all the way on the other side.
And we were on the side where like that place, it didn't really have people. Like the people were on the other
side.
Yeah.
So we're just there talking, looking out. We're just right there. And it just clicked, and I'm all like it just felt something different.
I honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like that whole month since we had been talking.
That's just thing.
I was ready for a relationship since the very beginning. That like we started talking, but like I said, like after all of the times, the things that he did to me and stuff like that, I felt like he was never gonna ask me out, and he was just playing with my feelings. So that day when we actually like got to hang out, and I saw how he actually was, like he was so nice to me, and he like treated me so well. Like I was like, what? Like it felt so different than through text. Because I mean, you were really nice to me through text as well, but like when you would do those certain things, I'd be like, what the heck? But yeah, that day at the beginning, I was kind of like, I'm never trying again, like I'm never texting him again type of thing. But after like even like you said, like that ride and stuff like that, I was like, damn, like I wish he would like grow the balls to like ask me out.
So then basically we're just, after that ride, I think we were almost about to leave. And then we just walked to the front. Because we were like towards the back still, so we had the whole like time to walk across. So we're just walking, and then I had dropped off at her bus. I went on my bus. We get there, and then the following day is when that happens. We go to school. Also, I was gonna give you. Okay, I was gonna give it to her since.
No, don't say how you asked me out.
Oh.
This is our first date story.
Oh yeah.
No! Babe, stop! Baby, if you do it, baby, if you do it, I'm gonna be so mad. You're such an asshole.
Shit, like my point.
Oh fuck.
We're just texting the whole way. We get there, and I don't think I seen you because you got there again before I did, and you left home.
Yeah, and also I couldn't even like talk to you or anything because my parents were there, and they like, we couldn't even say bye or anything.
Yeah, that was basically our first date. And now it's 4 years later, almost 5 in May. Time flies. Flies.
It really does. Anyway, well that was our first date story. I hope you guys enjoyed.
I like the food.
Ricardo is such a better person now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why you acted like that before. You're so different than that.
I don't know. I think it was just a mohawk back then.
He had a mohawk at the time.
Alright guys, so that's gonna be it for this video.
So we'll see you guys in the next video. Until next time. Bye.